I'm alive. That's a good thing. So, last night, I slept pretty good. Tossed and turned like always. I don't want to get up. My clothes are still wet. I don't want to get up. But I know I got to change into my clothes. I'm not going to eat here. I'm going to eat when I get to the waterfall. I want to get warm. So, yeah. I wanted to do some things last night. I was so exhausted that I just fell asleep. I woke up at 1 though. Because I had to pee. And I went back to bed. I was not getting up. I know. A lot of people are like, well, if you get up and pee, then you don't have to worry about. Yeah. I wasn't getting up. I was committed to this bed. And there was no getting up. So, yeah. That's that. Now let me get up out of there. So what's up, guys? So I'm here filtering my water, getting things packed up. Like, I'm taking my time trying to get myself right mentally. And I was listening to music, you know, giving honor to God, praising him, hit me strong. And I realized that my sleeping bag had some condensation on it. It was wet. And I was like, okay, that's weird. And so I looked at it and I'm like, wow, that's a lot of wetness there. So this is what I did last night. In the past, when I sleep outside, especially in the wintertime, I would take my raincoat, put it over my sleeping bag. That helped protect it from the condensation because I always end up touching the walls and whatnot. So yeah, it will always get cold on the outside. So I'll be protected from condensation. So I'm thinking in my infinite wisdom, I was like, let me try this out. I took my contractor bag and I put it over my sleeping bag and my air mattress, thinking that, hey, that's going to protect it from the condensation on the outside, water getting in and whatnot. Yeah, that didn't do that. My bag at my feet is completely soaked. But now at the same time, I didn't know the entire night. I was warm. I had my 2 socks on and I stayed warm at all. My feet, normally my feet is the thing that freezes the most. Not this time. So I have an idea. I think I'm going to do it. But I know now not to put the contractor bag over my sleeping bag. Let me show you how wet it is. So I'm hoping you can see this. There's like moisture right there where I had the contractor bag over it. And then you look in the back, like it's soaked, like completely soaked. And like the label says it all, because normally the label doesn't get soaked. The label's soaked. So big ups to Teton, man. They did a good job designing the sleeping bag. They did an awesome job. This is one of the main reasons why I do not mess around with down. So last night was good. Wasn't as cold as I expected it to be, which I'm happy because I didn't bring my reflective box, which was okay because I had some foot warmers. And my feet pretty much stayed warm. Pretty much that was my camp set up with the water being over there. About like 50 feet, if you can't see it running. And my bear canister is somewhere over there. I have it hidden. So we're gonna go grab the bear canister real quick. And then I'm gonna come back and finish setting up. It took me an hour to get ready. That's because my clothes were wet and I was cold. And then I had to methodically think like, hey, all right, what can I put up first before I take my warm clothes off and go for this wet clothes? So I was doing that, and part of it just trying to man up. So I forgot my trekking poles. Last time I came in here, I brought my trekking poles with me. So to get to my bear canister, I have to go straight direction which I'm pointing. And then from there, Woo! Really getting that warmth in this morning. And then from there, that's better. From here, go there. Because that rock reminds me that I need to turn. So, gotta be very careful with this little field because you got a lot of moss. The moss is very slippery. Lucky this isn't the summertime, so I'm not worried about snakes right now. So I gotta go straight that way. And there's my bear canister right there, still there. Great, no bears got to it. I'm not gonna eat breakfast here. I wanna get on the trail, get warmed up. If I can't get warmed up, then I'll stop. I'll make some hot cocoa. But for now, what I wanna do is just try to get to the waterfall in the cave and eat breakfast there. Yeah, it did rain last night. I figured that much. I put a stick right here so I knew where to come and get it from a distance too. And over there is my campsite. So I had to take my okay, there we go. So I had to take my my quarter zip off because I started sweating. And I was like, I'm not doing what I did yesterday. I mean, I started getting hot. Luckily, it's still good. I had to tell myself to stop because I wanted to keep going. Going on an incline right now. If parallel, that's how it looks. Whatever. Okay. Either way, I'm gonna readjust some things in my pack real quick because I noticed that my right side is getting more weight on it than my left. And I know why, because I'm drinking my water on my left and I have it set up so I can drink it. And on my right side, I have my water bottle, which is standing straight up, and I have my bear spray, which is standing straight up. So because of that, I can't get to that water bottle to drink it. I need to be alternating back and forth. So that way, it's balanced across my body. So I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this real quick and then get back on the trail. Out there. This is why I hike. This is gorgeous. I was just walking along and I looked over and I walked in all that yesterday. All of that. And now where am I at? Above the clouds. God, thank you. Thank you, Lord. Yesterday sucked, but today is gorgeous. Oh. Oh, God. This is why I hike. I hope you guys can see this. So while I have even terrains to talk, sunlight's bad on the side. Hang on a second. Oh, that's better. So now that I have even terrains to talk, I was on top of Hazel Mountain. The trail goes on the outskirts of it, and I was just in my head saying, man, I'm glad it's sunny today. I'm glad I'm no longer cold. It took me a long time to get up. This sucks. I gotta try to see if I can drop more weight, lower my base weight. You know, I messed up my pack. A little chafing on my pack, bottom of the belt, because of my cell phone, the way I had it clipped to my fanny pack. You know, and I'm like in my head, upset. Hang on, so we got trail runner. Let him. How you doing? Doing all right. How far have you gone so far? 8 miles? Yeah. Okay. About 8, yeah. All right. Well, have a good run. So, for some reason, I was just thinking about all the negative stuff. And this is not even that difficult of a hike, you know? I think it's because I was hiking in the rain, and part of what I didn't tell you guys is that I messed up earlier at the beginning of this hike. I last minute changed out my cold weather gear. So yeah, I am wearing cold weather gear, but the cold weather gear I was wearing was for my sleep. And I didn't bring it because I wore my summer weather gear, because I was like, oh man, it's warm outside, I'm gonna be hiking, I'm gonna be hot, I don't need my cold weather gear. And so I'm not gonna take it. So I didn't take it. And excuse me for a second. Get my brace here. That's better. And so I get up here Thursday night, and it's cold. I'm like, crap. You know, I slept in my car. I stayed warm, but my feet, as always, are always cold. So I was like, okay, this is not a good sign. And so I'm looking at the weather. I'm like, man, it's gonna be 46 degrees. Like, shoot, I'm gonna get up in that mountain. Shoot, I should have stayed with my gear, because I could feel the cold, you know, as soon as I got out of my sleeping bag. And so which I normally keep another sleeping bag in my car, which I took it out so it can get washed. I forgot to put it back in. So, you know, my normal preparedness wasn't there. And so I'm getting changed out of my sleepwear, and I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to sleep in? Because if I get soaking wet, because they're talking about it raining, what am I going to wear? So I had to change some things out. I luckily had a performance wear shirt. I used it as it's a t-shirt. I used that as my shirt to put under me to wick away any moisture from my chest. Then I had my quarter zip. I decided not to wear that, which I normally always wear my quarter zip for when I'm hiking, because I like how it wicks away all the moisture. I mean, I stay warm with that thing, just like I'm wearing my vest all the time. I stay warm with the vest. I may sweat, but as soon as I get, you know, some dryness or a bit of some heat, it dries just as fast when it's on me. So I'm like, crap, what I'm gonna do? So I use my quarter zip. I put that in my backpack. I use it as my sleepwear. And then I was like, okay, I'm good on socks. So what I'm gonna do for my legs? Well, I always keep a pair of nylon with me. I actually wear a pair too, for the simple fact of extra warmth, blisters, chafing, because I chafe, you know, as I walk. So nylon stops that. And also I get to kind of compress, it's compressing ones to help the blood circulation as I walk. So I was like, well, I got an extra pair of that, so I'll wear that. I should be okay. So that's why I was very particular last night on how I got into the tent, how I wiped myself off, dried myself off, like everything, because I knew that there was a possibility of me being out here, not having the permit in because there was no permits out at the office, and not having cell reception, that there's a possibility that I could get in hypothermia. Now, I did have hot cocoa that I could take. I didn't want to take it because I just didn't care for it. If it would have got bad, I would have gone out and got the hot cocoa. I would have went out and gone out and boiled some hot water, and because I had water with me, and I would have stayed okay. But knowing that I made that mistake in the beginning kind of was looming over my head, and I let it loom over my head. So push come to shove, it's raining, my coat's wet, which I now have on my pack so it can dry out. And you notice I don't have my rain cover on it, you know, my pack cover on it. I always put my pack cover on my backpack. I don't have it on today because I want to let this jacket dry out as much as possible, you know. And yeah, I'm just a lot of mistakes were made, a lot of things I wasn't prepared for, and it's probably the main reason why I come out here. You're only as good as your last hike, you know. So I'm gonna take the things I learned from this hike and apply it to the next hike. And I know I'm rambling on. This is like a 6-minute long segment, it'll probably be 7, but yeah, I got up, I got some food in my system, I had some stuff to snack on as I walk, just to give me some energy. It's not my breakfast. My true breakfast is going to be when I get down to the waterfall. I think I want them oatmeals now. And so, yeah, I came up on that corner, on that ridge line, and I saw those mountains and the clouds, and I saw how I was above the clouds, and I was just like, only God can make something like this, so why the hell am I complaining? Only God can make something like this, and why in the hell am I complaining? And that the fact that I'm alive is the biggest, the best present and the gift that He has ever given me. And despite all the crap that I have going on at work, you know, the stuff I may have with family, and my past and tribulations that plague me because I feel guilty or I feel that I can be in a better place, I should be proud of where I am right now because I'm free. And God has made me free. And I have free will. And He's given me the opportunity to have that free will. And I'm hiking. Not too many people can say that. There are people that are sick or that are shut in. There are people that haven't fulfilled their dreams. And all this today, from that cruddy yesterday, made me think of all this as I was sitting there on the top of the mountain crying. As I was getting ready to cry right now, but I was balling. I was listening to I can't think of the band, but they sing a song called I Am, and of course if I remember I'm gonna put it at the bottom. But I was just listening to it, and I saw that, and it just put me in that mood, you know. I am holding on to you. Like as soon as I came around, I saw that. It said, I am holding on to you, and I saw them clouds, and I was just like, He is. As I'm hanging on to Him, the Lord is hanging on to me even tighter. And He has not ever forsaken me, and He's been with me the entire time. And I came out here because I was feeling stressed, man. And I'm going home knowing that I left about 5 pounds of weight out here on the trail between sweat, tears, all of my trials and tribulations. I left it out here, and I encourage people that you may not be able to go to church. You may be a God-fearing person. You may not be a God-fearing person. But I encourage people that if you come out here when you're at your most stressful point in your life, I guarantee you get on these trails and you strip down to the basic stuff. You're going to purge something. You're going to purge something. And I'm happy I came out here today. It might not have been a 3-day hike like I wanted it to be, but you know what though? It was good enough to hike for me today and yesterday. So let me get this going. This is very long. I try to keep these joints 2 minutes, but the Lord spoke to me. And I'm gonna keep this whole clip. I'm not even gonna edit. So, Hazel River Trail's that way. Virginia Route 60, 1.5 is that way. Hazel Mountain Trail, back that way, 1.8 miles. Sam Ridge, 2.1. That's back that way. So, White Brook Trail is that way. To get to Hazel Mountain Trail is 2.3. So, we're gonna go that way. Tell you right now, there's a lovely campsite right there. Really easy to get to. Next to the water. Yeah, this has been a real nice camp spot. Right there in the middle. Actually, it looks like someone stayed last night. Someone stayed here. Well, I probably wouldn't have stayed because that one tree looked like it's gonna fall, but it would have fell right there. But still, like to stand clear of all widowmakers. Gorgeous, man. Completely gorgeous. Let's get on trail. Came up on the mountain, had to tell her who's boss. Let me tell you something. I got views on one side of the mountain, none but views. You go on the other side of the mountain, straight white out. White out. Let me tell you something, man. Whew. These mountains ain't no joke. Alright, let me get up this last bit. Let's roll. Out here. .2 miles to the cave. And then 0.9 to get back to the car, well, I understand. Let's go to the cave. We earned it. Could have slept right there. Hello. Doing all right? How you doing? How you doing? Oh God, that's gorgeous. Take off my pack. whoa, whoa, dang. So I'm here, and I'm not that far from the car. So instead of me eating now, which I've eaten all my snacks, I just get in the car and treat myself to some like Arby's. I know I told my body that I was gonna eat once I got up here. But I'm so close, I just want to get in the car and go home. This has been the most joyous day of my life. I mean, I actually thought yesterday that it was going to rain today, because I was talking about it being cloudy. When I'm at the mountains, you never know. So I was already in my head saying like, all right, it's going to be a shitty day, but you know, I'm going to still hike it. And I got the whole waterfall to myself. No one's here. There was two people that I passed, and they were going up and I was going down. So I mean, I don't know. I'll see. But I'll tell you one thing though, when I took my backpack off, I was flying down the trail. I was like, whoa, slow down, slow down, slow down. I was like, oh God, go fast. You know, I was just walking with normal pace. Like I put the same amount of energy in my muscles, like to get down the trail, you know, as if I had the backpack on. I was like, whoosh, a little fast, slow down. So I am gonna get something to drink here, and coat's still wet. I'm gonna get something to drink, and then I'm figure out what I'm gonna do. Either way, I'll let you guys know. Out here. guy is claiming 21 miles. I'll look at the map and get the actual mileage. Well, I was walking around while not doing the trail. But either way, it was a good time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, can't wait to see you outdoors. And go hike yourself.